Hi all my friends. I am really excited about this video because it is from clips that I took from learning about solar cooking. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I know we have solar that, we have on top of our vehicles to recharge our batteries, but wow, we can use solar to cook. So I'm an amateur at all this, and maybe a lot of you out there didn't know that something like this existed, and some probably do, but this is definitely for those of us out there that never knew that something like this existed. Okay, so the first clip is from earlier day seminar on cooking methods, and so there's a guy demonstrating a collapsible method of solar, cooking. And the second clip is from a lady from our solar cooking seminar that I went to. And she has a homemade method of just stuff that you have in your vehicle that you could use to make, a store-bought one, which is what was in the first clip from the guy demonstrating the store-bought collapsible one. So same thing, just hey, if we can use stuff around our vehicle and do the same thing. I thought that was pretty clever. It was a pretty clever idea. So I have that for you. Now on the second clip where you see the lady, notice on the table there's these contraction looking things. Well, those are actually solar ovens, and you can buy those, and they're like $400. So the guy in the first clip is the one who owns those and demonstrated using the ovens. Now I don't have a video for that because my phone didn't have enough available room to film anymore, so unfortunately I wasn't able to demonstrate that. But it's the same, very same things, or similar, concept and everything. But I highly recommend going online and googling solar ovens if you're interested in the ovens themselves, the bought ones. But I really like what this lady did. Now I'm sorry about during the first clip especially, there's a lot of talking, and I was with my friends, and we're, gabbing here and there, and or commenting. You'll hear in the little bit of the background, so I apologize for that. But some of the information that we were talking about, or one of the friends, is, yeah, pretty useful information as well. Also, I apologize for the wiggling of the camera. By this time, my back was really giving me a lot of problems. I'm kind of going down fast with my strength and standing, and also with my hands also are affected with some arthritis going on with my hands. So trying to hold the phone, stick and shifting with my spine. So unfortunately, I did the best I could through my discomfort. Yeah, like right now, I'm also still recovering. So I kind of shift when I'm struggling with, just being uncomfortable. So I apologize for it not being as steady as I would have liked it to be for you all, but at least it's still, the information is good out there for everybody, okay? So anyways, I hope you enjoy the video and learning about solar method of cooking, because I sure did. I think it's very exciting to learn about this, okay? So enjoy it, and I love you all, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Our neighbors have one of those,
Mm-hmm.
and I stopped by to say hi,
Mm-hmm.
and they had cooked muffins in it that were really good.
Seriously?
Yes, and she made a rabbit stew, baked potatoes, and yesterday it was overcast.
Wow.
And that's it? You just stick your pot in there? Yeah, and it has a shell.
Reflective area
Oh, and rice pudding.
reflects the sunlight onto the black plate. You use a black vessel, a pot, whatever you're going to cook on. Black absorbs the sunlight, produces heat. These will get up to 250, 300 degrees. Other cookers get up to different temperatures. Really, you can cook anything. You can bake, roast, stews, pretty much anything you can do in a regular oven or anything you slow cook. Later on in one of my ovens, I'll put in a rack of ribs. Well, you usually slow cook those for about 3-4 hours. It's perfect for that. The reason I like this one is because it folds down flat and is easy to store. My other ovens are big and heavy and just not very good for that. Almost any recipe can be adapted. It might take a try or two, but that's half the fun. The only thing I really wouldn't suggest is frying or deep frying in them, even if they do get hot enough, because the splatter will cover up this area and keep you from cooking. The reason it has this front cover on is that keeps the heat inside and doesn't allow it to go out. You can get different size kits. Some of them have the pots. Some of them have dehydrating racks. If you leave it open a little bit so that it allows the moisture out, you can dehydrate. It'll stay at a cooler temperature. Most of the kits come with an oven thermometer so that you can keep your eye on things. I would suggest getting a meat thermometer so that you can test whatever you're cooking and make sure it's safe. I would suggest that if you're any way you cook. I'll be sharing the talk with the pressure cookers later on, and I have my other ovens if you all would like to come down and yes, ma'am. On the front, it's a pretty thick vinyl. Well, really what happens is this doesn't get hot. The whatever black surface is, gets hot. So if you put a pot in here, the pot gets hot and cooks what's in it.
Put your solar shower in there. All it is keeping the pot out of the wind. Think about how hot your solar shower gets.
Yeah.
Anything black. Oh, I've had mine get the water so hot I had to pour cold water in it before I could shower.
Wow.
So I think that whole contraption is just keeping it out of the wind.
Yeah, in the homemade type ones, you use an oven roasting bag to seal off the pot and keep the moisture and the heat in.
Reflective thing for the window, like your stuff in your windows, that shiny reflective. You can just make one. Exactly.
Okay. Well, I only got this size because I have. But I got this kit because I have a lot of cookware for my other ovens, so I just didn't need all that. Closer to 70. You can go to eBay and one place sells it for this much, another place sells it for that much.
70 to 159. So depending on
where do you take the pots?
Anything dark.
Anything dark, huh?
Cast iron. Dutch oven. So you're going to want to have something. Yeah. You know, I think this is the turkey bag. Yeah, but it's not a big. You're right. But these are the turkey bags. I don't think it really matters. It hasn't made any difference. You just want somehow. I'm going to try and make it separate so that there is an air pocket between the two bags. Where's my other twist tie? Oh, there. Correct. You want two bags because one creates an air pocket for the other one to heat up. And you want to make sure you catch it closed good because I just missed a little spot. I want to get all the corner in. So I want that to be a good tight air seal. So there's my meal is ready, right? So now I take this, and you know this is super cheap, and it's kind of flimsy. So this is what I do. I take it and I bend it over like this. And I've got this really good clip, you know, the ones that are really tough. And I just do it like that. I'm gonna come around the front to set it up. Oh, and I forgot these. These are from the dollar store too. 2 for $1. So that's even better. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it in this kind of a semicircle shape. I grabbed the wrong part. No, you can't do it for me. I have to show that you can do it by yourself. That's right, we're food talking. We're not gonna have some nice guy coming and helping us. No way. Or maybe. Go, girl. All right. So now I've kind of got the shape, but see how flimsy it is? So I turn it over to give it more strength. That's what the other clips are for. Where are my other clips? And yesterday when it was windy, I had to put a couple of rocks down here to hold it in place. Lentil and rice soup, but it took 3 hours because it wasn't that hot yesterday. It was pretty windy. These are silicone hot pads from the dollar store. This is the black that you need to attract the heat. Okay, so this also helps. So I just put that down, and you can do anything else. This is just what I found that one time, but you can use anything else that you want to be a black mat. Whatever it is, though, you have to make sure that it can get hot. Because if it's something that's flammable, it's going to burn. So you want to make sure. So silicone hot pads, definitely going to hold together. Oh, it's in my hand. And then I just face it towards the sun. And that's it. That is it. Sometimes you have to adjust it a little or fold it a little bit differently, but that is all that's involved. You can bake in this. You can do anything you want. It's really super cheap. Really easy, flimsy stuff, whatever. Oh, one other thing I wanted to let you know is that, like I said, remember I was telling you about when you cook ramen and you can put stuff in it. My philosophy is always try to sort of enhance whatever food I'm eating. These are $3.50, creamy organic soup, okay? At $3.50 from Trader Joe's. Very nutritious, delicious, if you like tomato soup. And then I buy these. This is kamut. These are these different kinds of grains. These are organic grains. I buy them in bags. I have reached, I think it was 220, but my stupid trees kept on getting on top of it, so it couldn't really build up. So that's what I've seen personally, 220 on this. I only got 175, yeah, because the wind was blowing on it, it was very cool, and yeah, I was a little disappointed with that, but it did cook completely, it did. But it took 3 hours. Yes, sir.
I would suggest when somebody asks you a question, you repeat it to them in the back of what you're saying.
Good idea. Okay.
If somebody asks you the question, we can hear it, but I don't think they know what the question is. When you give an answer, they have no idea what it's about.
Sure. Anything you didn't understand that you wanted me to repeat? Are you okay?